Hello everyone and welcome back to my opinion. In this video, I'll be reviewing the first ODI of the series played between India and Afghanistan. India won this match with 7 wickets as well. Let's get into this review. Starting off with the playing 11s. I thought, I would have played Nitish Kumar Reddy or KL Rahul at number 3. I thought Ishan Kishan would play, but in my 11, his batting position differed from the one they went with in this case. He batted 3, he scored a destructive 34, and that's not a surprise to me, but I'll repeat, when Virat Kohli returns, the chances of Ishan Kishan starting are less, and that's why I thought, who's more likely to play, Nitish Kumar Reddy or Ishan Kishan? If Hardik Pandya gets injured, Nitish Kumar Reddy is the backup for him. He picked up 2 wickets today, and I thought, can you get more of an outcome from him from the bat, give him more of a chance? Because in the IPL, he played well, he played with confidence. Can you make use of that in this case? And he didn't bat, and they could have at least sent him out ahead of KL Rahul, who batted very well. But I think we know what he can do, and in terms of getting the Pro Bowls for the 2027 World Cup ready, I think Nitish Kumar Reddy should have played more of a part with a bat in this match. And I think they played the 2 finger spinners because they thought it has rained. Maybe the wrist spinner would struggle to grip the ball, which is why they went with Harsh Dubey and Wahidin Sundar ahead of Kuldeep Yadav. And in this case, with how Gurnoor played ahead of Prince Yadav, I was skeptical of his inclusion when I think when I previewed this match. I'd said how he hadn't played an IPL match for 3 years. Prince Yadav has played well in the IPL, and many, including myself, expected him to start. With the way he bowled at 147, 148 kph, and he moved the ball as well. So I think at this point in time, we have to give credit to the management. How they go across many matches, you don't know, but at this point in time, given what he's shown, I think you've got to give credit to the management. And India, when they won the toss, they chose to field first, and I think it was a good decision because there had been rain and they wanted to make use of the seaming conditions. And now Afghanistan. They went with the 11 that I'd roughly suggested that they would go for, I had thought they'd go for. But I'll repeat this, where we've seen the inexperienced seamers in the T20 World Cup and now here. I think Bilal Sami, I can't remember who played ahead of him. Mohammad Sadim played ahead of Bilal Sami. But whichever the inexperienced seamers they have been playing, they've been going for runs. And Fazal Faruqi is playing the T20 Blast, and Farid Ahmed's a left-arm seamer. He hasn't been included in the squad. And they've already got many spinners, so in terms of another spinner who you could have had in the squad could have been Noor Ahmed, but they've not been playing him regularly. They've left him out for this series. So I'm surprised that they've gone with such an inexperienced seam attack when you've got Azmatullah Omar Zai, who's a new ball bowler, and then these 2 bowlers who even in these seaming conditions, they went for runs. And we've seen the spin attack. Mohammad Nabi, and he didn't have a great bowling match today. Rashid Khan has been said elsewhere, the technical flaw in his action post his return from injury. That's why sometimes he bowls well due to experience, other times he goes for runs. Allah Ghazanfar bowled well, but in this case, when you're defending an underpass score against this kind of a batting lineup and the seamers, when the ball is seaming around, they don't set you up, then I think that the Afghanistan were going to struggle, and we saw that. And looking at this first innings, I think the reason why Afghanistan lost 3 wickets early on was because in my preview, I said that a strength of this batting lineup was that they recognized their template. No matter what the conditions are, the top 5 will look to set things up for the first 35 overs. And then you've got entry point players such as Rashid Khan, Mohammad Nabi to take them to that 280. They look to defend it. And Ibrahim Zadan is someone who takes his time early on, and he tried to go after the bowling and was dismissed. You've also got Rahmat Shah, who takes his time early on, and he also tried to go after the bowling and was dismissed. Sidikullah Atal is more of a double-geared player. I think the reason why he was dismissed is because he put his front foot diagonally. There was the early LBW appeal, which didn't go India's way. In this case, it went India's way. So you've got 2 cases of players who don't look to go expansive early on, and they did that especially in these conditions. Ramanullah Gurnoor played a fantastic innings of a destructive century. I mean, no, a lot of the time he does prefer to do this, and especially with the shortened game, he took that route and he played fantastically. and Hashmatullah Shahidi supported him well. That was with his 27 of 30. Now, Afghanistan were 140 for 3 and 15 in spite of losing 3 in the first 5 overs. And I thought 225 would have been a good score. And from their perspective, it was disappointing that they only managed 54 for 7 in the last 10 overs. So that was a detriment to their chances of winning the match. And we saw what happened. From India's perspective, the two spinners will be looking to take their opportunity to a better extent than what they did in this match. Harsh Dubey, 47 runs in 4 overs, I thought were both short at the start, and Wahington Sundar 1 over for 19. And from the seam bowling perspective, Gurnoor bowled well, Arshdeep Singh bowled well, but I think Prasidh Krishna, they gave him a chance in this match, and the previous series he went at 7 and over in this match. At a maximum extent, if he plays the next match and he doesn't perform, I think Prince Yadav should replace him, but that's the change that I think that they would make. And now in the second inning, Shubman Gill, before the IPL, there was talk Ruturaj Gaikwad scored a century against South Africa, and that Shubman Gill is named the captain, and how would it be if Ruturaj Gaikwad doesn't retain his place? But since the IPL, Shubman Gill, with the confidence that he's been playing, he showed how that has benefited him, and he played fantastically in this match. Rohit Sharma, he was looking good, but I think in that run out, Shubman Gill couldn't run past Gazanfar, and that's the reason why the single couldn't be completed. And I would have sent down Nitish Reddy at number 3 because, yes, Ishan Kishan scored a 34, destructive 34, but is he going to start in the 11 if Virat Kohli returns? I don't think so. I think they should have given a batting exposure to Nitish Kumar Reddy, either ahead of Ishan Kishan or ahead of KL Rahul, and that's the one thing that I think is left wanting from this match from India. But apart from that, there was a good match from that perspective. And from Afghanistan, as I said, you got inexperienced seamers who can't make use of the conditions as of now. Omar Zai is a new ball bowler. Apart from him, or if he doesn't pick wickets as a new ball, he's not going to make an impact for the rest of the innings. And then you've got inexperienced seamers around him. The spinners, Nabi had a bad bowling innings in this match. Allah Gazanfar bowled well, but when the rest are going for runs, his performance could not drag Afghanistan back into the match, so that is on that. And the next match, I think, is taking place in Lucknow, which is why more of a surprise Afghanistan haven't included a bowler such as Farid Ahmed, where there'll be seam movement there as well. It's a difficult pitch to bat on. And in this case, India, they've shown if Gurnoor brought Arshdeep Singh, they have shown the movement they can extract from this surface. And I think that Afghanistan, with their inexperienced seamers, they're going to have to try and bring some bowling discipline there to try and put some pressure on the India batsmen early on. So let's see what they do. If you enjoy this video, please subscribe, share with your friends. This is my opinion. Watch it.